starting a series on Tinder profiles. So let's start right here with Chris. Chris is 29, and if I ever expect him to get on one knee for me, I better be prepared to get on both knees for him. Thanks, Chris.
I found a guy, told me I was a star.
Alright, come go dating with me, Tinder edition. So, I don't know if anyone has seen my video. This morning I woke up and Bumble has blocked me. So I sent in an email because it says I'm being blocked because my account is fake. Well, I sent in a few emails and they've responded back and said, we are permanently blocked because your account has been reported as being fake. So, y'all men a bunch of crybabies. Like, if y'all wouldn't be doing what y'all not supposed to be doing, then you wouldn't have to report us. Let's talk about Bert. Bert, we remember Bert. Bert is looking for a sugar mama, it ain't us. Alright, Blake, 26. Let's see. He's cute. Nah, I don't like that. Ooh, I can smell this picture. Smells like the devil's lettuce. No, sir. Victor, 33. I'm not feeling it. Breen? 26? I don't know. Partner in crime. Why not? I mean, shit, I'm bored. Bumble done hurt my feelings this morning. I need to pick me up. Oh, look at there. He gonna get the hay there. That's all I'm feeling this morning.
You would hope, but no. Reasons why I'm swiping left on your Tinder profile, part 2. As requested by the girlies. People got mad about the names, but I'm not stopping anytime soon. If your name is Kyle or starts with a J, to the left. If there is a tiger in your picture, I'm not trying to be the Carl Baskin to your Joe Exotic, honey. If you're wearing sunglasses in every single picture. If you have a really deep, very long motivational quote, I'm sorry. If your Spotify anthem is any song by Tekashi 69. Get the fuck. If you have a baby in your pictures and then in your bio you have not my baby. If your lead picture is a picture of scenery. If you have 6'2" because apparently that matters in your bio. Stop. If you have a picture of a car or tractor on its own. I'm not trying to get with your Massey Ferguson Fergal. Or even if you're in it, I just don't care to see. If you have a picture with a Snapchat caption on it, and if you have your Snapchat in your bio, no. Controversial last one is always homeowner. You would think it would be a good thing in this economy, but I'm just not ready to be a housewife yet, sorry.
So I was on Snapchat today, literally don't ask me why, I was looking at people's stories that I couldn't give two shits about from high school, but a new fear was unlocked. Here, I'll let you watch. Putting women's Tinder profiles on the fucking TV at the bar. Nicole, sweetie, if you're seeing this, you didn't deserve that. They better have super liked you. Anyways, if that would have been me, if my dating life was on the fucking big screen TV, you better write me a fucking check because this isn't The Bachelor. Like, at least when we do that as women, because we do, guys, if you were ever wondering, we put your fucking ugly ass fish pictures on our TV screens with our girls drinking wine, getting drunk, and making fun of you. At least we do it in private, not in a public bar. And that is why women are better than men. Girls rule, boys drool. New fear unlocked, though, for real.
Now that we saw chicks putting guys on blast or having laundry lists of standards, let's see how quality these modern women are on Tinder, since they love to judge men. You know, the crowd that cries, "Don't judge me for sleeping with 100 guys," will be the first to demand a six-figure man. I have to cover up the names and eyes of these women's profiles because there's a double standard on YouTube. She's 25, a dancer, went to high school. Her About Me says, "No games. Where are all the good men? I'm a single mom to a baby boy who is my world. The father is out of our life. I'm ready to settle down with a nice, hardworking man with a good job. You must be white or Hispanic and not be racist. No druggies. I am now a good Christian girl and looking to be a good wife." What type of dancer is she? One who uses a pole and gets tips in the forms of dollar bills? How does that make her a Christian? Can women stop putting their kids on dating profiles? They're going to attract people who want to date their kids, not them. It should be illegal to have kids' pictures on dating profiles. Also, is this real? Can't be. What do people think? Is it like a copy and paste for hundreds of online profiles of leftovers? There's always some truth in anything. If you aren't sure anymore, that's a pretty bad place for society to be. The West is definitely falling like Rome. One guy claims, "I think it's real. The last woman I dated claimed to have traditional values, and then when I was giving her advice on some very bad decisions she was making, she said, 'I don't need a man.' That was the last she ever heard of me." Once they need someone to clean up their mess, now they're traditional. Traditional women are virgins till they're married, and they stay married and stay at home to raise the kids. No thoughts looking for retirement. Another says, "I feel like it's real because as someone who does use Tinder, I do see plenty of women with similar bios. Like these twos really feel that bold to demand that while being a stripper and already having a kid." The only good news about these thoughts is that you'll never run out of entertainment. She's 23, a blogger, and she says, "Hardcore feminist, abortion enthusiast, hashtag my body my choice. Men are evil, but I'm..." What do you people think she was going to say after "men are evil, but I'm lonely? But I need a free meal? I'm lonely, but I chip my tooth on the dildo?" Actually, the rest of the profile reads, "Men are evil, but I'm willing to date them. Women's rights are most important to me. Atheist, my favorite color is yellow. Love my family and friends." She's not even 30 and she's already hit the wall. Why is she not wearing a belt when her jeans need backup? Abortion is a hobby to her, like cars are to car enthusiasts. She's got the hand on her hip like that famous meme, "I'm a strong, independent woman. Don't need no man." Apparently, this guy matched with her and they had an entertaining conversation. He wrote, "Fucking with a feminist on Tinder is the highlight of my day. Hi, I'm not evil. You better not be. And what if I am? Then me and my fellow feminists will hunt you down. All men are the same. Take your shot. Women don't know how to hunt, LMAO, but we can bite your dick off while we're sucking on it." All you women want is sex. Shaking my head. Not all of us do, dumbass. All men want is a vagina and a bigger dick to jerk off with and someone to lick their asshole. Damn, you got a lot of overreacting going on right now. Women shaking my head. It's too bad you have the confidence as big as your dick. How do you know anything about my confidence or my dick? LMAO. It's probably small. You are white. You're white and you're big. You're bigger. As Kevin Samuels used to say, you can't make this shit up. 22. Life is too short to not be upfront. I have HSV herpes, so swipe left if you aren't comfortable. Life goes on. For the price of getting herpes, you too can be with this hottie. It's always some type of catch when they look this good, and at least she's being honest about it. What do people on Reddit say? Top commenter said, "Honestly, I respect that." Someone responded to him, "For real, she's upfront about it and that's the best thing you can do." Another responded to the comment, "Yes, also there are dating apps where you can declare your STDs and match with people with the same condition. That said, I don't remember the name of those." She's only getting this type of attention or respect because of her looks. I'd still hit it. Create the ultimate herpes. Another Redditor said, "With that body, she's making it hard to swipe left." Funny. This one reads, "Triple threat, 21, student. Looking to be spoiled and looking for platonic male company for all three of us ladies. Take us out for dinner and drinks. We guarantee you laughs and good times as friends. Must have a car and stable income. We will be checking credit score." Let's check their credit score, as all three of them probably have taken out massive student loans and owe credit card debts. They're looking for a rich beta male to wine and dine them. Foursome is out of the question for sure until after the date when they go back to Chad's or Tyrone's place. Ew, gross. Of course it's from Portland, Oregon. What the hell is this? A human wolf hybrid? Famous MGTOW advocate claims would still get 1,000 Tinder matches in 1 hour. That's bull. Men aren't that desperate. Even feminist men wouldn't swipe right on he, she, it, they, them, or whatever. There is no way that woman is a man. Please tell me that's a man. Beats me, honestly. Dating apps are not for dating. They're attention pipelines. That's certainly true. 19 works at the Ozarks. The Ozarks is a mountain range in the south of the United States that spans from southern Missouri to northern Arkansas. Let's think about this. We meet up and have a great time, we date for a year, then get married, have 2 kids, then 5 years down the road we start fighting, both turn to alcohol, get a divorce, and the kids are unhappy. Or we meet up and have a good time, hook up, you pull out, and I do the walk of shame and never see you again. Just think of the kids. Oh, and I need a date to my sister's wedding. One of the wittiest profiles I've ever read, despite being she's definitely lived 10 years worth of life already. Cute, but probably is looking for a handsome guy, Chad-like. Someone like this would probably get thousands of matches. Let's read some comments. Top comment, she's either a keeper or a catfish. Another commenter stated the obvious, Chad only. 52, and her profile reads, I'm bored. I don't want to work and I just want to stand there and look pretty. I've been independent and I'm done with that. If you... Looks like she wants to be a trophy wife but is 30 years too late. Maybe she's gunning for the 80 years old, her teeth aren't even clean. Famous pro fighter Jake Shields commented, she missed that boat by 30 years. Another person said, so she thinks that there's a market for an average looking 52-year-old woman trophy wife? Participation trophy? Not sure she'd get a cent from a sugar daddy website. Too late. I'm betting most are starting to realize this, but too late. She can always adopt cats and look quote-unquote pretty next to them. The profile reads, I'm a mother of 5 babies. If you don't like that I'm a full-time mother, then don't even bother. No more babies for me, so don't even ask. She provides a Snapchat username, so I guess anyone with a bank account can contact her to be the father of those kids. She's located in Oklahoma, and surprised one of her kids isn't by one of her cousins. Maybe she's saving that plot twist when you take her out on a date. This thought is 22 and already a single mother of 5 kids and pregnant. So is that 6 kids, or is she counting the one in her as one? Thought feminists didn't consider kids inside the womb as alive. Anyways, which sib is going to bite the bullet and raise a whole basketball team? And what's the first question you'd ask her if you matched with her on a goof? What happened to the dude who knocked you up? Is she wanted in 3 states? Is he too busy making meth in a trailer to be the father? What do the commenters say? All she'll get is a guy who loves kids too much. Yeah, kids are more likely to be violated from single mother homes. No, don't shut down the government. How will single moms survive? Single moms are one of the biggest supporters for big government in the West. She left out the part with the different fathers, as if she needed more reasons to disqualify her. She's 35 years old, and she wrote, hey, here are my non-negotiable deal breakers, so don't swipe right if you are short, less than 5'11", or 180 centimeters, live with your parents, or have within the last 5 years, have roommates, have never been out of the country, do not go on 2+ vacations a year, watch MMA or boxing, like anime, don't have a clean home, work less than 30 hours a week, will need to work past the age of 65, have ever cheated, have kids, have a cat, and cats don't love Mexican food, are awkward in person, do not take initiative. Wow, that's a long list for someone who's past the wall. She's gonna be single for the rest of her life for sure. Tinder is a hookup app, not a make-a-wish list. She's looking for a loyal alpha, and that only exists when they marry their high school sweetheart. One of the top commenters said, well, shucks, I'm a multi-millionaire and fit everything else, but I cheated on my algebra test in 3rd grade. Tough crowd out there. Anyone that fits the list has cheated before for sure. There's 10,000 more women like her for every guy she just described. I would love to see what she thinks she brings to the table. Judging by her shoes, she looks like a plain Jane. My Mexican restaurant chain that I created 3.5 years ago while living with my parents just IPO'd. Now I have all this wealth and no one to spend it on, sad face. And there's plenty of wealthy people who work less than 35 hours. Anyone who owns an investment property is making money without working. This profile says, so I'm 35 and honestly here to find someone that wants to help me get pregnant. If it turns into a relationship, cool, but not expecting one. If I get pregnant, no support expected either. Also BBW here, so know that going into it. Don't judge. This feminist is 35 years old, post-wall by 5 years, and if you don't know what BBW means, it stands for Big Beautiful Woman, or in reality, Big Belly Woman, because 99% of females who call themselves BBW have a beer gut. Don't expect her to have a big ass and flat stomach or a big bust and thin waist. She lives in Indiana because Purdue is there. This looks like a trap. Yeah, women will claim that they don't want the sperm donor's money or support, but when times get rough or if she wants to retire early, those courts will come after you. This is desperation, because she may be hoping to baby trap someone to be with her. What do people think about this? Couldn't even if I wanted to. My dick has standards. If you're not into larger ladies, it's going to be impossible to get her pregnant. I see she is representing Indiana well. That's funny. As well as shaming people for being fat, we should shame people for deliberately choosing to be a single mother. 100 years ago, women her size were in a circus act, as in you viewed them with the animals. Another man comments, Tinder for my area is primarily just filled with people that are desperate now. I can't even remember the last time I opened it. Even Facebook dating is atrocious, filled with gigantic women that say, I'm a bigger girl and if you can't handle that, then don't like my profile. By now, the novelty has worn off on Tinder and it's a shit show. Her first pick is at a bar or nightclub. She's 33. Yes, my name is Intersectional Feminist. I don't shave, political, anti-capitalist. No wonder why she's still single. And no man wants to feel like they're being with another man, especially today, as some trans won't tell you they were born men. And she looks like a massive headache of lecturing and nagging if you try to talk to her. What do people think? Poster wrote, they always end up on dating sites like Tinder, but the delusion never leaves. Sadly, this is what guys are competing for these days on Tinder. A guy wrote, feminist and what's she doing on Tinder? Looking for what? Feminist or love? To be fair, probably a hookup. 22, gender is non-conforming and lives in Boston. It writes, please don't swipe right on me if you aren't attractive enough. I'm really picky. Criteria, dark, straight, medium length hair, skinny / not super muscular, introverted and reserved personality, more serious than funny, smells nice, kind, cute, soft voice, sometimes wears glasses, looking for a guy to replace someone I can't be with at this moment. If you fit these requirements, please swipe right. I'm a bit desperate. Thanks. Beggars can't be choosers. Sounds like she got alpha widowed by a Chad who was tall and athletic, but now she's looking for someone to replace him. She's a feminist who's probably masculine, has a rash on her arm, yet expects a top-tier male in the looks department, a hipster philosopher. Never commit to a female who thinks about her last relationship too much because in a heartbeat, she'll leave you for him. Let's read the comments. Not a single word describing what she brings to the table. Gross. She's acting like she's a supermodel. Also, women wonder why they're still single. That's why. They're selfish. I honestly believe that accounts like this must have been made by people who just wanted to troll. I can't believe someone wrote this unironically. Seems believable. Not desperate enough to lower the expectations, I guess. Only desperate for another Chad. This 33-year-old MILF's profile says, legit looking for a husband and male role model for my 3 kids. They all have different dads. I'm twice divorced, temporarily have an OnlyFans. No, I don't want to make content with you. I'm blunt, forthcoming, and only available every other weekend for now. I regularly work out and get tattoos. Medicated for my alphabet or mental health shit. Thank God. 5'7", must be 6 feet minimum to get on this ride. I'm here for a long time, not a good time. If all that's cool, swipe. If not, for the love of God, swipe left. The only good thing about her is that she's good looking, stays in shape, and seems to be right wing, but that's about it. Temporarily having an OnlyFans doesn't make it less bad. If a woman has an OnlyFans for 1 second, she's disqualified from any type of long term. What man who's masculine and at least 6 feet is going to choose her mess over a hot 20-year-old wanting a lay? This is a typical Christian in the church now. Modern women seem to only find God once they're a single mother and past the wall. How does she claim she's a Christian but also does OnlyFans? And she only says God in vain. She's a whole walking red flag, but probably is amazing in the bedroom. It's no coincidence. Crazy in the head means crazy in the bed. Let's read the comments. Vet says, swiping right because she just might be able to generate enough action and adrenaline similar to being shot at by the Taliban. That's funny. Yeah, a woman like that will give you tons of war stories. A doctor says, she knows what she's doing. Fishing for a low-value man, or LVM, who will accept crumbs. Throwing a bikini photo as a simp bait, and this cast is as good as money. Her standards are too high for a simp. It's unless if the guy has a micro dick or is a big nerd. It's going to be impossible to find a man over 6 feet and masculine to take on her mess. Kind of sad I feel for the kids. They're going to get bullied in school once someone finds out their mom is or was on OnlyFans. Hi there. To check something off my bucket list, I'd like to sleep with someone for every letter in the alphabet. I'm still looking for my F, I, Q, V, and X, so swipe right for an alphabetically good time. Is she talking about first names or last names? There's 26 letters in the alphabet, and all she needs is 5 more, so she's been with at least 21 different people. Let's say she started this bucket list when she turned 18. On average, she would have slept with 4.2 people per year, at least. She looks good, but most likely only looking for Chads and Tyrones with names that start with those letters. That being said, there's no way she doesn't have an STD. A commenter said, Fred, Ignacio, Quimby, Vaughn, and Xavier, you're up. Don't forget to sack up. 19, works as a menace to society, lives in LA, and is bi. All I care about is work and money. Promise I don't have the time for you. Also, don't hook up and link, so yeah, my friends forced me to download this to get back in the field. Actually, just leave me alone, to be honest. Also, may I add, you are not attractive enough to say not looking for something serious, and if you're like that, fuck off respectively. Don't try to act dominant. I'm definitely the rich one out of both of us. Please don't waste my time. Most likely she's on OnlyFans because she has a Playboy bunny tat on her ass. There's no way a 19-year-old chick can afford LA unless if she's a rich kid or has at least one sugar daddy. This is the type of thought that probably only deals with athletes, entertainers, or celebrities. Top-rated comment says, what's up with these Tinder profiles that basically just vent to the world and have no intention of dating? Maybe she needs an ego boost to see how many thousands of likes she gets. So this is what narcissist means. Thoughts like this think she's the most important person in the world. Lives in Los Angeles. You don't say. This is the LA anti-culture. People like this exist because there's a fuck ton of simps on social media that give them attention. That's it. Simps have made hot chicks even more unbearable. Age 24. Her profile says, in my spare time, I study Cantonese and Japanese, use shortwave plus ham radio, question the past actions of the ATF, and collect typewriters. Pro Second Amendment and Catholic. Not a Fed. Looks too good to be true. Someone like that wouldn't even be on a dating app because she'd be in a committed relationship already, especially since she's cute. Definitely a Fed. No one learns Japanese and Chinese at the same time. What do the commenters think? Country Gal claims, she's also holding it wrong. I've been around deer hunters most of my life, which means she doesn't really know how to use it. 100% a glowy. Glowy is slang for Fed.
Oh man. Great. 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 This is the saddest thing ever. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I'm getting no one. Every person.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh? It definitely is.
Somebody come look at this. Somebody come and look at this. 748 matches. Look at it. All different types, shades, blacks, whites, light skins, dark skins, all of the skins. Can somebody explain to me what's going on? 748. And these are just the matches. Hold on. There's more. Wait. Here are all of the other people that have liked me. Scroll, sis, scroll. Blacks, whites, Latino, Arriba, everything. Why am I still single? Somebody help. Anybody? Somebody. Any chunky tall boys in North Carolina, help me, please.
I changed my height on Tinder from 5'9.5" to 177 centimeters. And now I keep on matching with girls whose bios say like 6 feet plus guys and only. The conclusion we have reached is these hoes are stupid. The European method, I call it.
Oh man. Great. 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 This is the saddest thing ever. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I'm getting no one. Every person.
So I went out on a Tinder date the other day. Starts good. Dinner's good. We even decided to go watch a movie at his house after. And a little sexy time happens. We're not against sexy time. We like sexy time. So sexy time usually makes you hungry. And we decide to get tacos. So I hop in the car and I look over at homeboy who's on his phone. I'm thinking he's going to pick a slow jam for us to go get our munch on. And no, he's got Tinder open and he's matching with chicks and responding to girls he's already matched with. I'm no expert, but I kind of think you should wait till a girl you've just hooked up with, 1, leaves your house, 2, leaves your car before you start scouting out your next conquest.
There's a new feature called TinderInsights.com, which breaks down all the swipes, matches, dates, and etc. into a nice flowchart. And it just shows how much of a time waster Tinder is for men, especially if you're looking for a relationship. I found a couple of charts on Reddit which broke down a male's and female's Tinder data. Can you guess who had the impossibly higher standards? Let's look at the female one first. She's 27 years old and about to hit the wall. She's in her epiphany phase, probably gonna look to settle down as it's usually a race against time to get married before they turn 30. Not because 90% of their eggs are gone by then, but mostly vanity reasons. 30 is the number when they realize this isn't going to last forever. They're not forever 21 like the thought clothing brand they buy. Maybe she's in a long-term relationship and is looking to see if she can get an upgrade. Whatever her reasons, let's break down her stats. She's been on Tinder for 131 days, so about 3 months or 1/3 of the year. She's swiped over 22,000 times. If you don't know this, there are thousands more men on Tinder than women, so if you liked a profile, that female may not ever see you because she's just flooded with males to sift through. She swiped right on 325 profiles, which equals to 0.014, so that's 1% of all men she came across on the app. In other words, every 300 profiles, just one she'd like, thus swipe right on. Out of that, she matches with 130 men, so pretty high rate, matching with just over 1/3 of all the men she liked. From those 130 men, she chatted with 73, so even if a man were to match her, he'd have a just above 50% chance of talking with her. From there, she went on 7 dates. That's 9% the men she messaged with. And out of the 7 dates, she got 0 relationships, but she had casual sex with all of them. No wonder why she's single. Not only is she extremely picky, but she gives it up to chads on probably the first night. What do the Reddit users think about this? Top comment said, at least a 1-to-1 ratio of meeting and fucking. Apparently, whoever those guys were, they must have been almost perfect men. Looks, charisma, height. Second highest rated comment said, I need to unsub from this place, bro. To be honest, these numbers are quite depressing because only Chad seemed to have all the fun on the app. Another commenter said, she's done 150 swipes a day for the last 6 months. With all the simps, women don't need to work, so they have a lot of free time. This shit makes dudes sad, LMAO. Someone responded, honestly, if I was single, this would discourage me from joining these apps. Not saying the OP isn't a very pretty girl, but she's not exactly a model type, and yet, according to these numbers, an interested guy would have less than a 1.5% chance in striking up a conversation. At that point, you're better off going to a social venue and talking to someone in person. If what the commenter said is true, that this user is above average in looks, imagine how picky the really hot women are. Men probably have to be rich, famous, tall, handsome, and have a large social media following, all in one. Basically a celeb. The game is rigged. According to Tinder insiders, if a Chad gets more likes, his profile is shown to more people by the app, while someone with very few likes are shown to less and less people. Now, let's take a look at a man's Tinder data. He's 28 years old, and he's been on the app for 2/3 of the year, twice as long as the above average female we just saw. He swiped over 7,000 times. That's less than half the amount of swipes the female user burned through. Again, there are way more single men on the apps than women. From there, he swiped less just over 4,000 times. More than half. Seems like he'd be swiping on the plain Janes, like the 6s and the 5s at the very least. From the 4,000, he matches with 211 people. Still a good amount of matches for a guy. Most men are lucky to get 10 matches. And so that's 5% out of all the profiles he liked matched with him. From there, he chats with 156, more than half. 55 were either stuck up and ignored him, or maybe were just vanity matches. And if you didn't know, sometimes women will like you back or swipe right on you because they're doing that to every profile just to see how many matches they get. Or maybe he was one of 1,000 other matches a female user had, so his message would be buried with the hundreds of other ones. From there, he went on 12 dates, which is 7% of the people he talked to on the app, and got 0 relationships. But 8 casual flings. Don DeMarco for that. That's 66.6% or mark of the beat rate that he got laid. Sounds like this guy is way above average because most males in their lifetime haven't slept with 8 different women, yet alone achieve that in less than a year. And this guy was smart not to get into a long term with anyone he hooked up with. Top comment said, for a man, really good stats, far above average. For sure, this guy is good. 5.2% match rate is respectable. The fact that he got over 100 matches is very respectable. Let's look at a real average male swipe stats. In 3 years, this man swiped over 40,000 times. That's 13,000 per year, or 36 times every day of the year. This guy is swiping through twice the amount of profiles than the above average guy and 4 times more than the average female. From there, he swiped right on 12,600 times. That's 30% of all profiles he's come across. Maybe he's being a little too picky. Sounds like maybe he's not swiping on the 5s or 6s, just the 7s or above. He gets 133 matches. That's 1% out of all the people he swiped right on, and felt the same about him. Or you'd think, since he was only able to talk to 15 people because 50 were bots and 68 were no replies. That's 11% of his matches he was able to converse with. So every year he talked to just over 3 female profiles. Out of that, he's gotten 5 long conversations, which are probably the most meaningful ones. And despite having some type of connection, every one of his matches ghosted on him, meaning they never met up with him. So, 3 years of work just to never go on one overpriced date. A top comment said, 0.12% match rate, ghosted on all 15 conversations. Sorry dude, I wish you better luck moving forward. Honestly, if you live in a somewhat populated area, try another app like Hinge or something. 40,000 swipes would be a populated area. He responded, I hate to say this, but I'm actually also on Hinge and Bumble. Pretty similar results on there as well. Honestly, I think I should just delete these apps and go out more. Edit, I do have a date this Saturday with an old high school friend, but I'm not expecting anything since I have to go back to Texas soon. I'm still looking forward to it. Bumble is the worst for men, as only women can message the men on that app first. So there's no shot in talking to a female user unless if they actually take interest in you. He had better luck in real life, which proves pickup gives you way more success with women than apps do, because it limits both sexes to the most shallow features like height or looks. For example, if a female who's 5'5" and likes only taller men, on Bumble and Hinge she can limit the height to only 6 feet or taller. We'll never see anyone shorter than 6 feet. But if she met some of the men in person who didn't make her search cut by a couple of inches and they were taller than her, they'd have a real good shot of getting her number. She'd still be looking up to the 5'8" males. Another commenter sniped, "People who don't know what it's like to be an average to mediocre looking single male try to give advice to OP and tell him he must be doing something wrong." Someone responded, "For real, LMAO. My attractive roommate got frequent matches. Meanwhile, my average hairy ass has seen 0. This next graphic shows a woman's experience on the dating app. Over 10,000 matches. That's a small football stadium of men. She has 1,400 messages. More messages than probably the 1% of men get matches. So when you miraculously match with an 8 or above and wonder why they never respond to your message, just know she couldn't even find your message. This is why it's better to just ditch the apps and improve your life, than hope or wish on a shooting star that someone attractive will match with your profile. Besides, if a woman is on Tinder, she's not marriage material. Otherwise, she wouldn't need dating apps. If you want to see with your own eyes how picky women are on dating apps, here's a, let's call her an average looking female, to be nice, so YouTube doesn't cancel us.
Hi, I'm back. Anytime I use dating apps, I'm noticing a pattern of people that I always swipe left on, and I'm going to share that with you. So men, if you're watching, here's the comprehensive list of reasons why I didn't swipe right. Number 1, if the most interesting thing about you is that you like tacos and margaritas, left. If you're looking for a gym buddy, that ain't me. Hello? You could be the hottest man on this planet, but if you're hiking in like 5 of your pictures, it's not gonna work out. If your bio says into thick women, immediate left. Red flags all over that shit. I'm not trying to be fetishized in my spare time. I get enough of that on the internet. If the only thing in your bio is 420 friendly, no. I'm sure you're great. Immediate left. If your bio says anything along the lines of not looking for a relationship, but let's see where this goes, go fuck yourself. You either are or you aren't. To me, that screams everyone is an option, and I don't know what I want. And that's a whole mess of toxicity I'm not trying to deal with. Pictures of fishing or hunting, obviously, immediate left. Why would I want to see dead things when I'm trying to find my soulmate? If 100% of your pictures are group shots, how the fuck am I supposed to know which one you are? It's never the hot one. Immediate left. And the thing that takes the cake, that makes the men so angry, if it says conservative, immediate left. We are not gonna get along. Blue lives matter, anything, no. The conservative cowboys really be wanting us e-girls, huh? They ain't gonna get us though. Let me know what y'all's immediate red flags are. I'm trying to expand my list. You're beautiful, I love you, I'm proud of you, bye.
She may have some autistic tick as well. She wrote in the description, "Stay mad and I'll stay swiping, LOL. Hashtag plus size influencer, curve fashion, plus size store, plus size models." As if men are going to be heartbroken that someone they most likely swiped left on didn't swipe right on them. You'll notice she didn't really state physical qualities on her demand list, but if you look at the men that made her list, she inferred that her preference was in-shape men. The only problem was they preferred in-shape women, thus rejecting her to begin with. Or if they did match with her, they'd only want to fling. So, despite claiming she's making men mad, this video is about her being mad. This is how selective most women are on these apps, and it makes it easier for them to disqualify the male user by just swiping instead of negotiating things with a person. Top comment of a similar looking female said, "They are always hiking in at least 5 of their photos." Yeah, because quality men are explorers and well-rounded. They're not sitting on their ass every day getting fat. Another female commenter said, I'm looking for the same type. Checked all of those left swipes. Ugh, where are the good ones? The good ones were swiped left by the feminists. They're literally looking for a Chad feminist, the unicorn. I have no tips, as if I ever date again, the red flag would just be men. This commenter seems to have gotten pumped and dumped by Chad or Tyrone, so now she takes her outrage on all men, including the great ones. Take a look at how low their standards are when it's Chad's profile.
Okay, we have Steven, who's 31. He is a teacher. Okay, you can teach me some things, Steven. What does it say across his face? Temptation? Temptation across the neck. Yes, I'm really a teacher. Imagine this. Okay. Consider it imagined.
I am in imagination land.
You're swiping on Tinder, see a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
But unsure which way to swipe. You read his bio. You like it. It's captivating. F it. You swipe right. Boom. You match. You start talking. Conversations are engaging. He listens. He cares. He's genuine. You bring him home. Your parents love him. A couple years pass. You get married. You found love in a hopeless place. Cool story? Well, that won't happen here. But you can call me daddy in need of a slut.
That's me. I'd like to apply for the role of slut. He is going right up there with best profile.
Absolutely not.
Tear could fall down my face right now. I love it so bad.
If it was an average guy who was a teacher, would you think they'd take interest into him? They'd probably tell him to become a principal first to date them. Top commenter said, the way he reeled us in and then ripped the rug right under us. Plot twist. Chad doesn't need to commit to anyone, since women would drop their panties for him in a beach bathroom. A chick literally wrote, but I can change him. They'll try to build a future with Chad, but not the average guy. And Chad is too busy screwing all the thoughts to care about his future. But women will invest in fool's gold, then claim all men don't want relationships. Someone smartly commented, Steven ain't no simp. He doesn't need to be. Matter of fact, there are plenty of decent-looking women who will simp for him.
Tinder Nightmare Stories Part 4. Follow, I've got more coming. Talked to this girl on Tinder. We decided to go out to dinner. This girl is beautiful. We had a great time. I thought she was perfect. But the next few days when I tried to text her, she was either really short with me or she didn't respond at all. So I assumed that she just wasn't feeling it. Which is fine. I mean, you know, I get it. Then a couple weeks go by and she texts me like, I miss you so much. We should hang out tonight. The next day, same thing happens. If I try to text her, she's either short with me or she doesn't respond at all. Then a couple weeks later, the same thing happened. I'm pretty on to her, but I was like, well, I got nothing else to do. So we go out to dinner again. So we're there and we're having a great time again. And while we're there, we're talking about some meme. It's in my phone, but I couldn't. She then excuses herself to use the restroom. I find the meme and send it to her phone. Her phone then lights up right next to me, and I see my name there as Rex, in parentheses, free food. When she comes back, I didn't say anything. But when the waitress brought the checks, I said, we need to split these up. The girl looked at me like I was on fire. I said, I guess I'm not free food anymore, huh?
You finally get the match, have a long conversation, and actually go on a date, only to find out that the chick only talks to you if you pay for a dinner date. They call it a foodie date, using men to buy them free dinners or lunches. That's why every first date should be Dutch and drinks or a coffee. That will definitely show you if she's really interested in you or not. Chick commented, OMFG, some people have no shame. That's most modern women, and wait till she hears about child support and divorce court. Been there. This is why more men are going MGTOW. Another female claimed, WTH, as a representative for womankind, we do not claim her. Yet, a lot of women do this. The feminist is independent until the bill comes. Then they want a traditional man and be treated like a lady. So, hopefully you now know not to put your hopes and wishes onto online dating like Tinder. Just use it to see what you can get with the least amount of effort and focus more on yourself, because you'll find far more quality women when you're living your life's purpose than any app.
I really think we're going to start to see the divorce rates just fucking skyrocket, because it seems like women who are married to men are having a reckoning. I think a lot of it has to do with TikTok. But they're starting to realize that, you know, not only do their husbands not even like them or know them, but they actually have it worse off than their fucking moms. I actually had a friend say to me recently, and she's married to a very progressive man, in theory, but when she looked at her parents' relationship, her dad worked, her mom was raised the kids, there was at least some sort of division of labor where, like, they knew their roles. Like, the way she explained it to me, she is involved in every fucking task in the home. There is nothing she's not involved in. Even his tasks, somehow she gets looped into. And this is actually a very progressive man, too. And so what I think a lot of women are realizing is that because these things are not, like, really outlined, who's doing what? Fair play, if you don't have it, buy the fucking book. It's saving marriages or causing divorces based on how invested the men are in that book. But there's a beautiful piece out in The Cut this week. It's by Maggie Smith. I was able to read it, even though there may be a paywall, but I think you can maybe read a couple articles for free. And she's basically a writer, very talented writer, married with kids. And she had a poem go viral. And from that moment on, she realized her husband fucking sucked. She started getting opportunities to talk more and travel. And every time she traveled, he punished her somehow for it. Whether it was, having a bunch of shit to come home to, or making her feel guilty for not being there, bad for going on these amazing opportunities for her career, these trips that would, launch her career even more. He didn't want that. Because at the end of the day, men who are not deconstructing patriarchy.
If you get in a relationship with a modern woman, which I don't advise to, don't be surprised if she cheats. Because most modern women can't pair bond, so it's like building a sandcastle on the beach and hoping it won't get washed away from the tide the next day. It's like trying to domesticate a wild animal. Just enjoy them for fun and be thankful you're not paying full price what someone else got for free. However, if you're in a relationship with a modern woman, these are some of the ways she's gonna try to cheat, and it doesn't matter if you're married to her or just started to date. A lot of the fake good girls are great at making the man feel he's special, and he's the only man, when he's the only man that hour, while the next man is waiting at the Motel 6 parking lot. If she's a good girl and still single, that's a dead giveaway she's a chameleon. Here are some common ways modern women cheat.
It goes from the best day of my life to the worst day of my life 9 months apart. My childhood best friend was Jamaican, and we did everything together. Well, I thought he was my best friend. I have lost my best friend and a chance to have my own family with the person I love. I wish all three of them a healthy and happy future.
He got off easy because she clearly cheated with him with some other race, so it made the cheating obvious. However, if she cheated with another brown man, the guy would have never suspected anything and wasted his life raising a kid that wasn't his. This is why DNA tests should be mandatory in the modern era. Signs to watch out for paternity fraud are if your girlfriend suddenly wants to have sex out of the blue and ends up pregnant shortly after. She actually got pregnant by someone else and used her time with you as a cover-up. Top comment said, "The balloon was an early hint." They popped a black balloon to reveal it was a Pookie or a Ray Ray who was the real father. And a chick commented, "This can't be real, surely." Most women would get an abortion if it would be obvious that the baby is another race. Harsh man, but you're the bigger man for wishing them all the best. Takes a man to control his emotions. Not his problem. Ray Charles can see that.
Alright, so what's your name?
Gabby.
What's your name?
Bartholomew.
And what's your name?
Elizabeth.
That's what's up. So if you don't mind asking, like, what are you guys?
Couple.
So this is your girlfriend?
Yeah.
And who's this?
My best friend.
Oh, your best friend. Okay, so how long y'all been dating for?
Like a year.
You wanna make some money?
Yes, sir.
Alright, check this out. You get one chance, alright? And this chance can make you a lot of money. So look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got $500 in cash right now. Now look, if you could tell me the secret that your girlfriend's never found out, a secret you kept from your girlfriend, and if I find it crazy, I'll give you $500 in cash right now. Do you have any?
Why?
Alright, so wait. But do you have a secret?
I do.
Take your time, because I'm telling you, if you don't say the right secret, she might be mad at you, and I might walk out with this money.
I got one.
I was secret.
So, one time, just one time, me and Elizabeth hooked up.
What the fuck?
Wait, hold on.
I knew you were in on it too, bitch.
If your significant other hangs around with another couple a lot, don't think just because they're a couple that she won't become the unofficial third wheel. This is a common way women will cheat, because there's familiarity and a friend's plausibility. She'll say she's gonna hang out with the couple, which seems innocuous, but doesn't mention that only the guy will be there because his girlfriend is working. And most women don't have real friends. They're more like frenemies because they will definitely take any opportunity to hook up with their best friend's boyfriend, if he's attractive. Top commenter who has over 90,000 likes said, "I don't know what's more disrespectful, getting cheated on or getting cheated on by a guy named Bartholomew." Bartholomew got 2 for the price of 1, thanks to modern women. A guy commented, "My man threw his entire relationship away for $500. Says how valuable a relationship with a modern woman is. His girlfriend probably has costed him a lot of money with very little of value in return." Another guy said, her friend Elizabeth knew exactly what he was going to say before he said it. It was obvious looking back at her reactions that something was going on between the both of them.
So when my husband found out that I had been cheating, I really honestly felt like he wouldn't care. He didn't care about trying to save our marriage previously beforehand. And so I honestly thought that we would just split and there'd be no hard feelings and we'd co-parent with our daughter and everything would be good. And that's not quite the way it worked out.
Modern women will use turmoil in the relationship as an excuse and justification to cheat. And fixing a marriage today is more like putting up with her bad behavior. A guy in the comments says, "You're not attractive enough to be cheating." What he means is that she's not attractive enough to get into another significant relationship as she already looks like a hag. This blows my mind. Why are there people sharing their awful behavior and then expect some kind of understanding? There's plenty of Western women and simps who will validate her bad decisions on social media.
What I should have done was ask for a divorce after I heard him on the phone with one of my friends telling her that he wished that I'd go away and that I was a burden and a bunch of other stuff. So after I heard that, I actually confronted him and asked him if he was happy in our marriage, and he said yes. And then a few months later, I asked him if he would like to go to marriage counseling to try to save our marriage, since I felt like it was going off into a ditch, and if we didn't do something about it, that it would explode. And you know what he said? He said no, and he turned around and walked away and never mentioned anything else ever about it. And we continued to stay married for another 1.5 years before I stupidly, not thinking, fell into the arms of somebody else.
Maybe when he said go away, he meant stop bothering him while he was watching a football game or stop nagging him. Women will use any ambiguity as a green light to blow someone while blowing off steam. And marriage counseling is a massive scam and a waste of time. The counselor is usually a single feminist who's never been married, yet alone in a stable relationship for over 1 year, who will take the woman's side on just about every issue because the counselor is there for the courts to justify the divorce so they can get the child support or alimony as soon as possible. And a commenter verified this. "Wife and I went to counseling a couple of times. It was immediately about how everything was my fault. Why would I go back if we aren't working in it together?" If a marriage counselor is single or isn't married for over 15 years, they should be automatically disqualified. And at the end of the video, she acts like her cheating was like accidentally tripping and falling into someone else's arms. In reality, she had already checked out of her marriage and was baiting the husband to give her any excuse to cheat. Top comment says, "I wish you would go away too." Another man said, "Excuses. Disregard her attention-seeking hoe move." Her showing the world her dirty deeds is the Batman signal in the sky to let anyone know that she's on the market for another hoe phase.
Path, you get cheated on in the middle of a vacation.
Please, don't do anything, please. I mean it. Like,
I really do mean it.
I told you for the millionth fucking time. I don't want to do nothing, bro. I don't want your account. I don't want you to block no one. I don't even want you 6 feet from me, girl. I want you to pack your things. You're going home. That's it. That's it. There's not much to talk about. There's not much to talk. You lost me, bro. You lost me, honestly, like about an hour ago because I ain't fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to talk, we're talking, and I'm talking calmly with you. I'm not even raising my voice at you. I'm asking you to pack your things so I can take you to the airport. Yeah.
Keep your head up, kings.
If she cheats, there's no taking her back. Like this guy says, no ifs, ands, or buts. Otherwise, she'll do it again. And he's smart for recording himself because a modern woman has no problem making up lies if she's cornered.
I'm being so serious right now.
No, I'm sorry. There's nothing you could say to me that you can do for me. Nothing you could do for me.
I could block them. I could even call them right now. And tell them, yes, that I'm working on that.
No.
Please.
Sorry, please. No.
Please.
This is what's gonna happen.
No, I don't
Look,
no.
I get it. Look. Stop it, girl. We're in an apartment, girl. Get the fuck off your knees, bro. Please, I'm not
Okay, keep talking.
asking you to beg me for nothing. Go sit down.
No, I don't want.
Look, it sucks, right? Because I was willing to do anything and everything for you. Really, I really was. Because I brought you out here. Like, that's already crazy.
Stop, please, no.
Look, go.
It was my fault.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry.
No.
Please forgive me.
That's fine. I'll forgive you, but I damn sure won't forget. Crazy how we had that conversation like an hour ago.
Please stop.
No, bruh. You just have to grow the fuck up and accept that you fucked up. That's that.
Yes, I'm accepting it.
Okay.
Please.
You act like shit like that don't come with like consequences. Nah, I'm not gonna fucking flip your shit right now. I'm being nice. I'm telling you to pack your things. I'm gonna take you to the airport. I'm gonna even get you a flight, bruh.
He shouldn't even pay for her flight. Throw her stuff out and lock the door. Leave her to the streets where she belongs. Just because he caught her once doesn't mean that's the only time she has cheated. He just caught her doing it that one time. One of the top comments with 62,000 likes says it the best. She ain't sorry. She's sorry she got caught. And again, once trust is broken, there is nothing she can do to be taken back. He should only forgive her if she paid back the money he wasted on her. A chick commented, "The sip of water. King needed to hydrate before shutting it down." When a man puts his foot down and shows he can't be controlled by a woman, women respect him and treat him better than simps spending thousands on them.
You really should have thought about that. I promise you should.
But I didn't do anything.
So what did you do? Like, why am I not?
Are you gonna cuff me now?
No, don't touch me. Please don't touch me. I'm begging you to sit down where you were sitting. I'm gonna sit where I'm sitting, and I'm gonna listen to you. We're gonna talk. But I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna get you a plane ticket.
No,
I'm gonna drive you to the airport.
Please.
Ew, stop stopping, bro. We in an
Then don't
apartment,
do it
girl.
yet.
What? Okay.
Because I need to talk to you, please.
Look, you're talking, right? But your actions already spoke loud as fuck.
No,
I heard
I
them.
didn't do shit.
Oh, bro, don't please, look. I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to hurt you, bro. I
want some.
Bro, please back up. Back
Please.
up. Back up.
Please.
Back the fuck up right now.
Okay.
Dude, go sit down on that bed. Don't touch me. Alright, you know why? You know why I'm gonna ask you not to touch me?
Why?
Because you got other boyfriends. I don't know.
I don't.
That's crazy.
Stop.
Girl,
please.
that's crazy.
And now she's denying she's innocent. It went from "I'm sorry" to "I'm innocent." If he didn't record the whole interaction, men around the world won't believe just how big of a lie modern women would tell. Top comment from a thought got 36,000 likes. The way you handled it was so attractive. With modern women, rejecting them is the biggest foreplay out there. Nothing turns them on more. The way we're all falling for this man. He replied, "I'm so flattered." This is why romance is dead in the West, because guys like this realize that he gets more positive attention from thoughts rejecting them than taking them out. Another chick commented, She fumbled the bag real bad. Translation: she was dumb enough to cheat on him on vacation, and that's why more and more modern women are single. It's because they describe a relationship like a heist.
I went.
Question, so let's address it. When she first got her Ring doorbell, she did not know how to set it up. I'm the one that had to do it for her. When I set it up for her, I did it on my phone, which is why I had the app. Mind you, this was recent. She got that doorbell not too long ago, which is why I still had the app on my phone. So y'all could dead all the assumptions. And like I told you, I'm gonna post the full story time / part 3 as soon as we hit 12K pre-saves on Wish You Well. So link in bio, let's go.
This embodies the saying, alpha fucks beta bucks. If she has any type of relationship with her ex, and this guy literally knew what ex's car looked like, no point in starting anything with her because she's still not over her ex. No matter how much she claims the ex has done her wrong, or how bad of a boyfriend the ex is, for modern women, the opposite of love is not hate, but indifference. And if the ex made her mad, it simply means he didn't simp and he still got her best. One of the top commenters says it perfectly. She really wasn't worth it.
This might be too petty for some of y'all. And for others, you might call this a little bit toxic, and that's fair. But let me tell you how I got petty revenge on a cheating ex-girlfriend one time. If you have an ex that you'd love to get petty with, make sure you hit that follow or subscribe button. Me and an ex broke up one time because she was cheating on me. And maybe it was the time or the energy or the money that I put in on the relationship, but I wanted to get my revenge. 2 weeks later, they're Facebook official and already moved in with each other. I came up with the most perfect petty plan. You see, she had one of those home phones, the ones that the cable companies make you bundle in so you can get the discount. But she never used it. Hell, she always had the ringer turned off. But she would check her voicemails every once in a while. So I found a few ladies, even paid a few of them $5 to call that number and leave a message for her new boyfriend. Now, y'all don't look at me like that. Y'all already knew I was petty. But there was a silver lining. You see, from what I heard, when she confronted him about these voicemails, he actually admitted to cheating on her. Karma is one petty. And hey, if you're still watching, go to the merch store, go get you a Petty Squad t-shirt and show the world which squad you represent. I love you, beautiful people.
How ironic that his cheating ex is mad at the guy she cheated with for cheating. Cheating with his ex is okay, as long as it's not on her. And it's not petty, but a justified payback, especially if there was a lot of money and time invested on the relationship like the guy did. That's the first mishap, investing in a modern woman. It's like buying a rented car. If a woman cheats, let the world know, including her family to know at least, so the next guy she tries to suck her into a relationship will find out. Top commenter said, "That's the best I've ever heard." A guy who could be a simp claimed, "Fine line between petty and evil." Nothing evil about it. Besides, the new boyfriend was cheating on the ex anyways. Hopefully, you're now aware of some of the games women play to cheat, and the common theme is that they're all modern women. Would a real girlfriend or wife have time to cheat if she stayed home to cook 3 meals per day and cleaned? As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.